Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against a beast many times its size and banished the darkness. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. It's time to begin one of the prettiest games I've ever experienced. Hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome to the very first episode of an artistic journey, Okami HD. Needless to say, I'm particularly pumped about this game. Besides the whole art theme appealing to me personally, Okami is a journey that's very close to my heart for a number of reasons, and honestly, just seeing it again makes me feel a lot of things. Over the years, this is definitely a game that's been requested quite a bit, so I'm excited to finally share this world with you guys. And let's be real, most of this series is probably just gonna be me gushing about the aesthetics and not to mention the amazing music. This game probably has one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, so I'm biting at the bit to start this story.
Okami.
Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale.
Speak the words I wish it does unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power.
A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There's no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Hey, what is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Whoa, what on earth? You again? Ow, are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Itsun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? No. What's with you, furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it! You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with a Grady soon. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruits. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. And here we go! We can't really do anything about said fruit right now. It is indeed very, very high up there. If you try to leave, Isun has something to say about literally everything. There's something blocking the road leading back to the village. Am I still dreaming? Ouch! Is there a wall here or something? And so he just keeps going on and on. So, there you go. Yeah, Isun's fun. Isun has a bit of an attitude, which, you know, I can get behind that. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick, blah, 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 blah. But you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Wow, thanks. Says the person who's literally like half an inch tall, calling me helpless. Hold on, that's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. I want to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. So this is essentially where we save our game and make sure that we don't lose any progress. So we're going to be making a lot of stops to these mirrors. Heck yeah! Save game! So here we go. This place is, right off the bat, super duper pretty. I love how it just looks like we're above the clouds and basically in space. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press Y to bust them with your head. So, in true Zelda-esque nature, you can break pots. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. But it goes a little bit beyond just pots. We can break a lot of things in this game, so we're going to be testing our limits with this here and there, making sure that we don't miss anything. Of course, I don't know every single nook and cranny, but we can find some things to hurt, namely ourselves. Whoa, hold on there, furball, get a load of that! That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. So, right off the bat, we do have a double jump, but we can only do that when pushed up against a wall. So, there you go, go up, and we're good. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. So here we go. Yes, you obtained a Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favorite snack restores 3 units of solar energy, which is essentially our life. Just FYI, solar energy is the amount of hearts that you have. Let's come over here, break these. So eventually, breaking pots becomes not quite as useful, but I mean, right now, every cent that we can pick up counts, right? We're gonna be buying things in not the immediate future, but the near future, sure. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Ami? Listen, Ami, ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul, at least that's what they say. Just watch, it'd take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? And here he goes, he's showing off his DeviantArt gallery. Nice, huh? There's a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within the object all around us, but God or no God, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Gee, how could anyone? I really have no idea. Break these two, and we are greeted by the river of the heavens. The river of the heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? That's literally floating in the sky. Ah, yes, no, that's not Stardust at all. That's a regular puddle. Just your standard run-of-the-mill puddle. So, what we want to do is come up here and take a look at the sky. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Nope. Bah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Okay, yes, I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Well, apparently not enough, because I'm about to snipe your glory. Why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we would again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation! Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? I mean, Yomigami literally just called us Mother? You know, maybe that's a hint. I don't know. Maybe we're doing like telepathy so Isu can't actually hear us. I don't know. But should be obvious. I wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Oh ye of little faith. So Yomigami is like one of the coolest things. He's a dragon that goes into a painting and then comes back out again. He's super cool, and most of the gods are all really, really cool design-wise. So I'm pretty excited about this. Now I want to get this angled just right. Here we go, and now time to scribble and ta-da! Whoa! A river of stardust! So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? Isun, for as much as he likes to talk, and as much as confidence as he has, he's not very bright. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. The brightest crayon in the box. Look at what you found, Furball! This astral pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. And just like that... yes, all of this food, which is money. Sure. Yes, money will sustain me. I think here? Yes, there we go! You consumed an apple, nectar-filled sour apple. So any food items we pick up goes towards our astral pouch. It's not, I mean, it's helpful, but this isn't the most difficult game ever. I mean, this is jinxing it, but I sincerely doubt that we'll actually need to make use of the astral pouch anytime soon. But it's there if you need it, and it's a nice option to have. And here we are. Things kind of get a little bit more green here. It looks a bit more standard than where we just came from. Hello, horsey! Give me the money that's within your chest. And coming up shortly, we actually have one of the first collectibles that we can, well, collect. Right over here, across this river, we have this chest, and we get a stray bead. Find all the scattered beads and get a special reward. So I will be going for all of those. It'll be kind of a pain. Some of them are out in the open, some of them are really hard to find, but I will be showing where all of them are to the best of my ability. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna get everything on the first pass, because sometimes I might either just forget or am not sure where it is, or I don't know, maybe I just like lost track of which ones I have and which ones I don't. But by the end of the game, we will have all of these stray beads. So look forward to that. Something really cool, I don't think I mentioned this yet, is that the longer that you run, the faster you go. So every time that the screen kind of blurs out or there's a little shine, you're going a little bit faster and the little grass behind you blooms a little bit more. It's kind of cool. I like that little detail. It's kind of a good way of telling how quickly you're actually traveling. Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. Excuse me, but I am protecting this place to the best of my ability. Oh, hello, yes. Now try again, draw more carefully. I didn't even try to draw anything. I was trying to adjust the camera, leave me alone. I'm about to, leave me alone! Goodness gracious. Art takes time, Isun. It really was your brushwork all this time. How did you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a question mark. Yeah, it does not look like whatever it's supposed to look like. It looks like a frickin' question mark. Ah, it's cute! I like this one. Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in the shrine dedicated to the ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi? When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy! Shiranui and Nagi? It's just like the legend! Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. So here we go. Blop! Aha! I did it! I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. I guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. I mean, Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Look at you! Nope! It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the Power Slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. So, the great god, Amaterasu, has a flea. She essentially has a flea. Good job. Do you need a flea collar there, girlie? I mean, I'm sure that can be arranged. I'm trying to picture a collar on a wolf type to repel specifically Isun. Did I miss a penny? I missed a penny. Alright, so we have a little bit more practice here. Aha! Now, I will say I am playing the Switch version of this game, and one thing that it definitely does not have is... Where'd they come from? Oh, whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press blah 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 blah. Tutorials. Haha! It is time to kick some butt! Look, Amy. Once you've caught them off guard and turn them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. I mean, you could do that, but I also would rather wait until that. There we go. Wait until they completely drain their health and then use a power slash and get a demon fang out of them. Fang forged in demonic hatred, beautiful and deadly. This will be used to purchase some things later, so it's best to get as many of them as you possibly can. If you use the right brush technique on an enemy that you have defeated, then you're gonna get you're gonna get a demon fang. Different enemies need different finishers, but for now, power slash is all that we need. Alright, yeah, sure. You know, there were text boxes and crap. It's not my fault that you took your time to give me tutorials that I don't need, but okay, game. Anyway, we're gonna mosey on down here. And now, while we're heading back, I will mention that I am playing the Switch version of this game, and I am using a Pro Controller, which comes with a pretty distinct disadvantage. Specifically, the brush painting speed. So you can paint just fine or whatever, but the speed is real slow. And it can be a little bit annoying to do. And I don't know. I love using the Pro Controller, so I wanted to give it a go. But if you are so inclined, you can use the Joy-Con to mimic the old, the Wii sensor bar thing. So you can actually point at the screen and paint that way. And I don't know. I might switch to that after a while, but I find the Pro Controller a bit more comfortable. So I don't know, there's pros and cons on both ends, and unfortunately this is just what you have to deal with if you want to use the Pro Controller. And by the way, Power Slash works on a variety of things, not just things that are story progress, so I'm gonna be abusing the heck out of this. Just FYI. Here we go. Mush! Mush, puppy! Okay, you can take your time. Ah, yes. Take your time. Look at those pretty little splashes, though. This game is very pretty. Will definitely give it points, as if I haven't already. Come over here, jump on down. The arrow is like, you're missing the turn. Oh wait, no, you didn't. I have mixed feelings about the arrow. For one, it's an eyesore, but for two, it helps directionally challenge people like myself. It's like, hey idiot, that's where the fruit is. Well, thank you very much, game. I can see where it is. Wow, the village has been restored. Sakuya came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono, if you know what I mean. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. I don't know about you, but this looks a little bit ominous. We're gonna find out what's going on in the village in the next episode. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks, Ami. Glad to know it's exciting.